Hey, good afternoon, all you guys. I figured I'd just show you. I did that quick little those pictures yesterday on old this 45 project that I was doing, and it's kind of funny. I just took all those pictures and like uploaded them to the computer. I was trying to figure out how to put them on here, and it was really weird here in Apple in iMovie there. I finally opened up something after like a half hour, and then it just came up and said, "Would you like to upload this slideshow to YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah, it sounds good to me." I worked on it for a long time. Finally, I figured that out, so that just came up, and I really didn't even do anything. It's a pretty cool feature, so I'll be using that more. But this is how that 45 turned out. For the 2011 to 1911, 100 years, the old Warhorse 45 automatic. Still the go-to, pistol for all kinds of people. You go to the 45 automatic. Um, uh, all these parts on it, like this Wilson barrel and bushing and all that, and then got this Ed Brown beaver tail, high ride beaver tail thing, and Ed Brown hammer, and or it's actually a Chip McCormick hammer and trigger. So it's got all kinds of different parts on it. The thing is that everything just slides into place. Very little fitting. The barrel bushing needed a little bit of fitting. Um, well, I think that camo job kind of turned out cool. I don't know what it looks like, a alligator skin or something. But also, contrary to all the YouTube people anybody who ever shows a firearm on YouTube, make sure that it's unloaded and safe. Well, this one's completely loaded and very unsafe or whatever. I don't know. I always keep mine loaded. So eat that, YouTube safety nuts. I'm sure I'll get lots of messages. Um, I don't know. What else is going on with how about this whole godlike productions and this David dude who supposedly everybody was running around frantic with that yesterday. Last night we're trying to listen to F Town Balla's show, and everybody's running around talking about how they were shut down and this David cat. Well, he was arrested by the feds because of phone calls. He was exposing something that, and I'm like, who? The whole time I'm like, who? David Godlike Productions. So, oh yeah, you don't listen to them? I was like, no, I never really heard of it before. Um, well, that's what I was asking. The whole thing looks to me like it was just some kind of publicity stunt or something. I'm like, well, do you have any proof that the guy is arrested and that they pulled his channel down? Now, from what I saw from the YouTube channel, was the user pulled it down. So who is this? It looks like a publicity stunt for me. I'm just sitting there wondering, okay, now what is everybody supposed to do? What, send donations? Yeah, whatever. But we do have real problems. About this. Somebody sent me a message on that. In a blog TV room. Somebody sent me some private message. It's like, well, what? Don't you believe him? Well, this just makes me mad, and now I'm just gonna go and see. It's all just a trick, and I'm gonna go and just enjoy my life and forget all this stuff. Well, isn't that what they're trying to get people to do? And yeah, for anybody who knows anything, they're just trying to get people to forget it and just go and just become sheeple again. And meanwhile, we got the weird stuff going on. These secret Fed meetings. They basically summoned from Davos. They said, Geithner and Bernanke, you guys show up here. They've never done that to Davos before, but and then these Chinese dragons, they're Fed, and they're here now, and now Hillary Clinton's recalling all the ambassadors here, for what? The Egypt stuff is just weird. It's just crazy. Um, Freaking Egypt. One thing I take away from that is our media's treatment of the Egypt people, compared to us. I mean, if you have a little Tea Party meeting, you get called terrorists. Not to mention like the G20 up in Canada, where they had, basically, prisoner camps there. If you're up there saying anything, you go into the gulag. But our media over in Egypt, oh, well, they're brave people who are against the Mubarak government. See, it's a whole different freaking world to them. Well, they're just, they're brave protesters. And then those U.S. embassy vans, you'd see that video where they went and ran over like 20 people. Well, our media just buys it that, the van was stolen. That's the story. Even though the embassy was on complete lockdown. Well, how did they steal the vans then? But they just swallow hook, line, and sinker, because they've been told to. And they, got the military industrial complex and the government media complex. And it's all just a crock of shit, really come, it's just getting ridiculous. But F-Town and Bones Ghost Show last night was pretty good, and they were talking about this Fed stuff. Now, F-Town had some information. He said he talked to his banker, and this, demise of the dollar is coming, real soon. He said they're already, that said, that's the deal. That's the reason all this other stuff's going on with the with the ambassadors and everything. I don't know myself, but it's definitely coming. There's no question about that. This demise of the dollar, it's already been demised long ago. And they're trying to talk about exchange rates and everything, Oh yeah, well, when they do this, then they'll switch over to this reserve, this treasury reserve note or whatever. Yeah, and you'll get like such and such to the dollar. Well, the dollar's not worth anything. It's not worth anything anymore. The only value it had is it used to be traded in oil, and well, China and Russia, they don't do that anymore. So what the hell does that matter to anything? And what do we got as a country? What can you value a dollar to? Just the property of America? And who knows how much of that's even ours anymore. And I want to see what's going on with these 500 Chinese cities, and nobody's talking about that. Isn't that funny? All this other stuff's going on, but nobody's talking about those Chinese cities, except for Greg Evanson mentioned it. 500 Chinese cities, and then somebody told me, oh yeah, well, that'll employ a lot of Americans. Doing what? Cleaning toilets? Cleaning the Chinese city toilets. 500 Chinese cities. How many Chinese are gonna live in each one? Probably, 10,000 at least. 50, 100,000. And where are these cities gonna come from? Who says that they're gonna build anything? The city you're in right now might be designated as one of the Chinese cities, but this is bullshit. Nobody's talking about it. They're talking about all this little crap, like somebody's YouTube channel got pulled down with absolutely no proof of it at all. Yeah, whatever. I've talked long enough. Anyway, I just wanted to show off my 45, fully loaded and unsafe. Anyway, you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll talk to you later.